Rob's with me again, as always.
Back again.
Back again. We're going to go and hit the stour and probably the Orwell. We were going to go out, but then we've changed our mind, decided that we're going to go and just hit the river for a little day. I haven't took Cheapskate out for a little while because we've been doing a few little modifications. I'll flip it round. You might have seen it on Facebook and that, but we've now got the canopy all fitted as shown by Millsy there. So yeah, it's got a few little mods, so that'll be hopefully different to fish under. So we tinted the windows and stuff like that, and so it just gives us that opportunity to be able to stand up and fish. So I'm quite comfortable. I'm quite pleased with it. So yeah, we've got a few other sort of little mods that you might see later on. So yeah, we'll get out there and do some fishing. So we're set up. Well, we're now going to go just head into the stour like we said. Try. I just asked Rob to get us some bait. He managed to get us some worms. I said we just need some nice little ones for doing, you know, a bit of drifting with some bass. And this is what he come up with.
Got some
Nice
quality Suffolk king rag.
Nice little ones there, mate.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Well, we've just got in position.
First cast.
We've turned the boat round so we're facing the right way, and both put a bait down, and I don't think Gav even got time to say my bait's hit the bottom and he is in.
Yeah,
so
Bassicus.
Bassicus, let's have a look at that, mate.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
It's not a bad start for a first cast.
Hooked in the gulp.
Is it our circle hooks?
Circle hooks.
Must hear that on every video now.
Yeah.
The circle hooks.
I know this one's not sizable, but I think that's worth us just to get a measure to see what the stamp of fish will be, and then we know if we do get a decent one. Here we go. Look, I think I'm hooked on the bottom, or I've got a fish on.
34.
34.
34 centimetres.
Lovely. We'll see that one go away.
Beautiful little fish. Goodbye, my friend.
Wham! Gone.
Rob was just drifting or just moving his ragworm, basically, weren't it? Like along the bottom.
Twitching dead baits.
Twitching dead baits, and then bam! It just smashed it. He was like really light action rod. I think this is a Shimano, a little light Shimano rod.
Light Shimano.
He thought he'd go and see how light he could go.
How dare light do you go?
Just to see how fun we can make this. But literally, we changed our mind last night. We thought we were going to go off the front, and that we thought, well, we keep doing that. Is that a nice fish? Actually, looked like a half decent one. Watch that weed, Rob. No, you're going straight into it. It don't look that bad.
Make a 9.
Whoa, get that out of the way. Look at the state of that. Oh man, that weed is horrible. So I get a net just in case. You're on J's, ain't you?
Yeah.
I've got to get a net just to see, because we don't want to rather see him. That's the whole point of it. Come my side, Rob?
Yeah, I'm going to come your side, mate.
Oh, that's a good fish. Let me come past you because that'll drift down in the tide, won't it? Oh yeah, that's... Watch that weed here, come on back. He's in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
That's a nice little fish for two first fish.
Oh, yeah, the stamp's nice today. You know, they're not them little dinky tiny ones, but...
About 44, isn't it? No, actually it's not as long as you... Oh, it might be.
It's tensed up, though, mate.
So it might be a 44. Oh no, 43. I reckon that tail would go with
42, alright.
42. So a nice hit as a keepable bass. But like I say, we could keep every single one of these, but the problem is if you keep keeping every single 42 centimetre, we're just going to out-populate them really. So this one can go back.
Them nice ones.
Yeah.
50 centimetre ones are lovely. Anything sort of 70 or bigger is too big in my opinion.
Even that one that Ed kept the other day, he had them two big old chunks of meat, and he said it was quite a lot. Let's go. Go. We're starting our drift. So this is what we've been doing. Sort of head up. I think the wind is pushing us quite fast. We're doing about 1.4 knots. And we're just drifting along this same line each time. I just stopped filming as well, but oh, But Rob's just taken line. This is probably a good fish. Oh, I'm in as well. Oh yeah, that's going as well. Look at that. That is screaming line off. We need to set the camera down now.
Camera up, mate.
Give us a second. I'll set it down somewhere. And we're both. Don't
mess about.
I can't help it. I'm just letting it.
You know what you're
Yeah, but last time
I
I let it take line last time. You're gonna have to just sit there. We don't know what this video is going to come like. I'm really sorry, but we've got to play fish. That was
wicked.
That was a banging little mark bit there.
That's what we come for.
They were both good bites. This one stayed out quite a way. That little rod. Wow.
Quality action.
Huh?
That's quality doing it.
Let me just put this over here and see what picture's playing. Watching you in the camera. I do think Rob's is a better fish.
I don't know.
The way that took.
That's light line.
Yeah, but it really stormed off. Like that. You put that ratchet on just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I'll do it for the camera.
Oh,
this is a nice one. You get that net, boy. I'll net yours at the same time.
No, that's alright. I will do
both
it.
Nice ones. They're twins, Cav.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to net both these fish.
We'll get both in the net at the same time. Where's the net?
Under the bench. I'll let it take line.
Yeah, you get yours in.
Oh, this is chaos.
Hold
Yours is
the
up.
net.
No, stand on it left. Here we go. Go. We're in. I can net this, I reckon. This is fun. This is what we wanted to do. We did say concentrate on your fish.
That's not on the thing. Let's just get yours in. Yours is a nice one, though. Yours is better than mine.
Hold on, I can't see what's doing.
Yeah, this net.
Yeah, I'm just getting him past you.
Yeah.
That back.
Yeah,
boy! I'll give that. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Right, we're gonna double net. No, I'm gonna just get this out and chuck it in that. Oh, sorry.
You're all right, mate.
Chuck it in that bucket quickly. Look at that, boy!
Yeah, nice.
Right, hold on.
This is just in the lip here, mate.
You can go in that bucket for a minute.
Literally just on the lip. See it on the lip?
Yeah. Oh mate, now that's a bit of action. That is a bit of action.
Oh, got it. Oh, there you go. Look.
That's how you drift for bass. They're both the same, I think, mate.
Couple of twins.
Yours is a longer fish.
I don't know. Yours is fatter. And yeah, look, hook in the net.
Oh,
Hooks out in the net.
That's through a slip still, mate.
Ah, that's alright, and I sewed it up. Right, do you want to take this, Gav? Just drop it in the net, drop it in the basket.
Cut the camera off. Measure his up and say weigh. That is a good 50 centimetre.
50 centimetre, that one.
Lovely. Do you want to wait? Did you measure that one, Rob? Guess I could put some water in that bucket, I guess, but mind you, I just thought I'd stab you. I reckon they're identical.
Yours is 50.
Now go back a bit. No, they're the same. They're the same, exactly.
Yours is fatter.
Mine's fatter.
Yours had a few more boys.
Oh dear.
50 centimetres.
Right, like we said, this is a good 50 centimetres. So me and Rob said we're going to just keep these one each. And he's now holding them up. So we're going to keep just these one each for food, and then the rest of the day I think we're going to just put everything back no matter what. So at least we've got a meal each, put in the freezer, or eat cook up tomorrow. Nice little Father's Day meal, I think, don't you, Rob?
Yeah, go well.
Hell yeah.
No potatoes, lovely.
We're in again. I'm going to chuck that on there. Chuck that down. Need to tilt the camera up. We're in again. I only just casted the bloody thing out. That's all right, Rob. I'm going to tilt this up if I can do it.
That's it.
I've locked that now. I'll have a look at that.
Quite scared on mine, so a good one here.
And again, both of us. Oh mate, this is ridiculous.
This is a better fish.
This is the area where we need to be fishing. Bro, I'll have to just dump the camera down and see what the hell it films. But unfortunately the footage might be rubbish, but we keep hooking up fish together. So I'm going to quickly get this in because Rob's fish is... No, I think it's just a fighter, mate. same as this one. Drifting is working a treat. This is another good fish as well, they're both good. Scrapping in this. I'm going to lift this one in. He's in. We are lucky with our rivers. The wind is picking up, unfortunately, so I do apologise for this. Camera's probably picking up a lot of wind. I need to probably put that inside. So, another 50 centimetre? Yeah, so I'm going to cut your net, Rob's fish. I'll put this one back. That's yeah, but it don't matter because we've got our meal. Here we go, another double hookup. What more can we say? The drifter's working, that's for sure. Look at that. It's another just under 50, I reckon. It's got a nice little belly on it.
Well, just for the camera's purposes.
Yeah, I reckon that's just 46 centimetre.
Beautiful.
Like we said, we got our meal, so away you go. Yeah! Right, we're now hitting the danger zone bit of our drift, as we call it, because it was the same mark. I've just gone back up to the start of it again.
The 3 metery.
The 3 metery, because that was where we had, well, literally a success of 3 keepers in the same hit. So we're now gonna start it again and see what happens. So we'll see how it goes. Weeds hit yours, isn't it? I'll just put the course light. Oh, there, not in my holder. Celebratory.
Cool.
Lunchtime beer.
Because we're cool.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah.
It's on, it's recording.
Lovely jubbly.
We're on already.
I will do the old.
Oh no, I don't know if that one just come off. I think he's escaped us, Rob. Yep.
Damn them circle hooks.
That was a good take as well.
He can't blame me this time. I didn't even touch his rod that time.
No, that was a good take.
Yeah, nice.
I'll tell you what, these fish are just unreal how they take. We're not using massive hooks, but that was that danger zone we said.
Yeah.
Same part of the drift.
In the old, we'll call it the glory hole.
The glory hole.
A nice little glory hole that scallops out before the shallows. And it's got a nice uneven bottom. And it seems to be every time we drift over that, at least one of us is getting a slamming bite.
Secret mark though.
Yeah.
Top secret. Shh. What's that though? It's got some serious flags going on like that.
Right, is that right there, Gav? I think so, mate.
Mate, that was
Yeah, there's like an alright one as well.
Mr. Roberto's in again.
Same
bit of ground again.
Cheapskate put me in the glory hole. And
In the glory hole.
And off he went again.
That is that same spot. Same spot. I might be hitting some weed there. But that'll pull through that. Look, another good fish, Rob.
We'll see in a minute.
We'll see. Just a good fighter. Another keeper. Definite keeper size, 40 odd. I reckon. About 44, 42.
I will try and glove this one in there.
You sure? It's on the jet.
Yeah,
no, that's not a bloody. That's bigger than I thought in the water. That's another monster. Yeah, that's actually a bigger one than what we've kept. Definite.
We'll give him the old
measuring technique.
measuring tin.
That's a definite over a 50, right? No, he's not. He's the same. There must be loads of these 50 centimetres. Definite one. We've got 2 of these, haven't we? So you can go back.
Beautiful.
See, another one that someone would probably feed, but there's no need. We've got meal each. Look at the size of their mouth.
Can't help but kill these poor little things, can they?
Look at the size of their mouth. That's beautiful.
Ready?
Here we go. Good old 50s slipped on back. Adios, amigos. There's plenty of them about. I mean, look, that's 3. That is 3 50 centimetres, look, we've had in what, 3 drifts? 3 drifts.
Every drift, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 on every drift, same mark. We're drifting a really nice line actually now, so yeah, it should be alright. It's pretty good.
Well, we was just debating on whether going round for another drift and
oh no!
Oh no.
Is it? No.
No,
Come on,
swimming towards you.
No, has it come on? No, it's
still there.
Are you kidding me?
That gave it. That's the
How
small.
did that take that like
the smallest one of the day has just given him the biggest
was,
bite of the day.
That was honestly. We were then expecting that to be. That is one angry little fish.
Look, he just skinned him as well. Look.
Oh yeah, he's going to come out in a minute. That hook is going to go straight into my finger. I'll show you.
Oh.
Why are the small ones hard to get? Thank you.
Yeah,
he's
really,
angry. He's very angry.
You've upset him, mate.
That was one hell of a bite for a small fish.
He thought, yes, ragworm.
Oh, yes,
no, hook. Lovely. Well done, buddy.
Right, I think our drift is...
Yeah, we'll go back round, shall we?
Then,
We'll cut this off.
Now that's what I think them other bites were hit by a little schoolie.
Gav's just been hit again.
Hit by a little schoolie.
Not in the face, but on the hook. And he's got a
little one.
Little one, you reckon? Yeah. I'll have a little look. I'll flip it round and.
Just a little angry one. Tiny one. It's probably the smallest one.
Ah, you're winning. Ah, blimey.
Yeah, I have one. I also like fish.
Yeah, that little sucker.
Silver bar. Can't get them ones, can you?
Right.
Got you.
They're the ones that spike you and cut your fingers and flare their gills and say no.
Or they just slip right out of your hand.
Slippery little suckers.
Listen here, mate.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to get you back into the sea. Go.
Gone.
Go.
Lovely. How do? Well done.
Yeah, we're getting them. We're the start of our drift again, so we actually went a bit further.
We're in deep water, so
yeah, we're a further part of the drift at the minute. So we're not actually in our glory hole.
The glory hole, as we call it. In a minute.
Worms though, Rob. Look, we're trying to drift, but the worms that Rob has got us. Like, I think we've used all the small ones.
Having to break them in half to make a bait.
Yeah.
That's alright.
That's
it's
good
all
though,
good.
because they're small worms and the tail
Juicy.
end. Apparently Rob reckoned the tail end tastes better. I don't think he's ever tried it, but he did say that it's definitely more tasty, the tail end.
Well, we'll ask the bass next time. I'll cut it off now.
Rob's in again. As you can hear, are you on that line, Rob? I think you might be on it, but don't worry, just play the fit. Do you want me to reel in? Does that take a line?
It's a decent fish.
Yeah, that's another good fish. We thought you was on the bottom there, didn't we? To start with. But we wasn't. It's a good fish. Good bites. It's that same spot again.
It is. Along with them trees. Every time. Sorry,
what tree?
Them trees.
In line with them trees over
by that pontoon tower boat.
in the Orwell. We're in the Orwell. Not really. Nah, you just can't. I think we're lucky with our rivers, especially coming out of Leverton. I think as well. Anyone coming out, I think we're lucky. Oh, you got some weed there. I reckon you got a skate. Is it not? I don't say it's
running up tight.
Yeah. That is definitely not lost, mate.
That's a decent fish, I think.
Do you want me to bring another rod in, or are you going to come around this side, Rob? Yeah, that's fighting well, mate. Oh, it just come up over that line, didn't it? Yeah, that's an alright fish. It's a good one.
That's a decent one, mate.
Yeah, it's a good fish. Really good fish. Same hole, mate. Same hole. I may even put the camera down just to land the fish. Just because I don't want to piss about trying to land them. He's fighting well, man. Watch that line. Look at him swim up tide. It's awesome. That is the
sound effects for the camera.
The sound effects, that's just the fun thing of. Do you need that rod out your way, Rob? No, I know. Definitely not. Oh, no, it's just it's another decent fish, mate. It's good.
Lovely light tackle.
That's the fun bit of it.
I went
for it.
Yeah.
What part? I don't even know what pound that rod is. It's not very heavy. It's just a spinning rod, isn't it? A little spinner rod. Yeah, that's a good fish. Pretty. Drop him back. He's in. Yeah, that's a chunky. Yeah, I think that's a good fish, mate. Well done. We're still in our little glory hole. I'll tell you what, though, he's still looking like the length of the others. He might be a little bit longer, that one, actually. I think you might. Have done it a little bit there. You've definitely done it.
A little bit of a tickle, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon you've done it. You've done it, boy. Yeah, a little bit more. Nice fish. Really, really nice fish. Yeah, that's a chunk. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's more of a chunk than the length, Rob. That's some serious meat on that. Our river's full of them. Yeah, he's done it. 52. 52, which possibly you could stretch that and people would on a match.
What match?
But I'm gonna say 52.
Yeah, 52.
52 centimetres, but that's a good chunky fish. That's swallowed. Right, that is swallowed, that hook. So that may be, I know we said we're going to put more back, but that may be Rob's second fish. 2's the limit for people. And Beams has swallowed it. I mean, that one might just come home. Unless yeah, we'll have a look. But there's no point messing about. There's a hell of a chunky fish, though. Belly on that. A big old belly.
Fish on! The cheapskate!
Mr. Eduardo just called. We had to cut him off on the phone because we had a fish. We will return his call in a minute. I don't think it's going to be nowhere near as big as Rob's one. It's still half decent, but
you need a net?
Nah, not a net.
He's gonna go for the lift. I'll just keep the camera like this.
It's a good one. I mean, it's still a nice. You know, that's your average. Thank you.
You get some of them American boga grip things where you
some people use them, don't they?
clamp it by the lip, don't you? And then you
can hold on to it.
Then that don't happen.
Thank you. Let's have a little quick look. It's nothing major.
Ah, it's nice tonight.
It's a 40.
Yeah.
40 centimetre. I think that's your average sort of loads of bass, but they're just beautiful. And the takes
Let's get a couple of face recognition.
are unreal.
Where is he? There.
Yeah. He can go back.
Well done.
They're coming up so high.
Right. This is the situation. T-shirt, rain. The rain's come in. I just had a slam and bite and missed it because my drag was probably a little bit too loose.
Yeah.
Then Gav said, "Shall we have a beer?" Because we only got a couple today, because we're not going mad. We've got a long day, but we have got a drive, yeah. So 2 throughout the whole day is all right. But
we are on a drift, so we've got
keep an eye. That's not a bad one. Gav's got a nice one. I just coughed up his ragworm and that went into his cabin.
I'm going to lift him.
He's going for a lifter route. Oh, that's a nice one.
We're getting a bit brave now because we are literally catching so many now.
We're lifting 50 centimetre, he's in for fun. If they come off, they come off.
So strong, stop it.
Ah, that's a lovely fish, Gavin. It's beautiful. They are probably the best fish in the world, aren't they? Look wise, fight wise, taste wise, everything.
These tiny little circles. I haven't put this one on the loop though because we were just. I didn't bother to put it on the loop. Didn't need to.
No.
For that. Look at that. Let's have a look.
Beautiful.
It's going back anyway.
Check it out.
like I said, we weren't going to keep. Rob did keep that other one just because it was deep hook. It's a 48.
48. That's a lovely fish.
Most
people be chuffed as nuts to catch that. But
and I mean, if people can keep them if they want to keep them. We've got another boat here. I might try and see if we can see that. All right.
Yeah, I can see the boat. I can see it's on the drift. I personally think, you know, that sort of fish, if you're going to eat one, that is an ideal fish to eat. You know, absolutely fantastic. Can't be greedy.
Gone. At rapid pace. Look at that.
I got a swimmer.
Here's a little angry one. Little angry fish.
Lovely jubbly.
Little ones are very angry.
Well done.
You know, I ain't gonna be able to get you like that, are you? He's not going to allow me.
You do want just one of them
one
of them Gemini T-bars. You could just shake them off, couldn't you, with them little ones?
Because he's bottom hooked, so I can't. There we go. Just another
lovely one. Mate, lovely fish. Got another guy over there.
Looks like an Orkney. It's on a little Orkney. He's at anchor. That's at the end of our drift. So we'll go back up to our little drift. Whoa, you zoomed right in on my face. I better zoom out. And we've just had a phone call from Edward, who we're going to go and pick up from Shotley because he wants to come and join the fun. So I thought, why not? We're literally one rod each, so it's going to be no different on that. So we'll shoot down to Shotley, pick him up, and then come back up, do some more drifting. Oh, the Alaska's now on the move as well. So, I mean, hopefully not going down the start of our drift. It's our secret mark.
If we do, that'll be disappointing. Well,
yeah,
seems to me that
is he where?
every time Gav picks up his phone, the bass picks up his bait.
No, he might have jetted up, and I thought that was.
Let's see what he's got. He can carry on talking, and I'll do the footage.
The smaller one that he bought.
There we go.
Yes.
Ready? 1, 2,
he
3,
jetted
4.
past us actually.
Didn't work.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I've seen him. He did go past us, and we thought it was Warrior Charge. It's not. So I'm currently on the phone with Ed.
I've already said this, Gav. Every time you pick up the phone, a bass picks up your bait.
And then and we're now going to be going to pick up Mr. Edward in about 20 minutes' time. He's going to come and join the fun.
Lovely, lovely bass.
And we're going to go and lift this lovely bottom hooked one. Just gone past
Don't drop that phone in the water.
There we go.
Yeah, let's have a little look. There we go. Look.
Edward, we'll pick you up soon.
He's got his posh voice on. Right. That's a lovely bass you got there, mate. Yeah.
Multitasking. Who said men can't play?
Watch out, yeah. Do you want to just grab a...
rag him.
No, what I was going to say, Gav...
Well, I've got one of them T-bars.
But if you had a pair of pliers, you could just hold him over the water and shake him.
Mate, that's not a bad fish.
That's not. It's a good...
Oh, hello.
No, I think that's just a bit of weed come through, mate. Let's show us a fish, Gav. Zoom in.
They are like... They're just
zoom out.
Zoom out. That's a 41.
41.
41 return. Adios,
lovely jubbly.
Storming the bass in the stour. We are lucky with our rivers. I think we have got some good fishing in the rivers.
Oh, there's a bite.
There we go. As we were saying, we got some good fish in the rivers. Oh, mate, happy days. Yeah, that's a good bite. Good fish again. Light action gear, you cannot beat it.
Well, I said to Gav today, I'm just going to use some fresh water gear and a really light lead and try and make the most of these. I'm undergunned.
You carry on, I'm gonna steer us. You carry on talking, mate. I'm just.
Mate, I don't think this is a.
No, I'm just using our engine as a rudder to help us basically steer the drift in the line we want. So the wind The wind is doing more for us than the tide at the minute. But I'm just using my engine to drill. There's some serious fish on the screen here as well.
Yep.
Another good fish. Oh, watch out! Whoa, hey, huh? Hey, yeah, that's another good fish. It's another 40 odd. Definitely. The bites are just brilliant. So yeah, I'm just steering us into our line where we want. You got him?
Yeah, mate. You ain't coming off.
Nice.
There you go.
Have a little look, see what it is.
Yeah, another
40, 41 again. Could be.
I don't think it's quite as big as yours.
Oh no, it's not. Oh, it is 41.
40.
Copy every time.
Beat me 1 centimetre.
1 centimetre counts, mate.
Yeah, lovely little fish.
Good
Nice
eye.
bit of sport. If you
Sponsored
get the
by
gear,
Breakaway again.
Yeah, Breakaway. Look. If you get the gear right. Fish
Yes,
like
and the
fantastic,
drift right. The drift. The drift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cab's drift.
El Capitan.
Ready?
Goodbye.
Oh. That was a good one to capture, that one.
He's Rob's in again. Fish on, it's our glory hole. Oh, I got a big old patch of weed going right through my line in a minute.
Nothing worse than weed in your glory hole.
So on our 3 meterage, there's a lot of little, it's either weed or little fish showing up on this sonar. Yeah, that weed has hit my line. I can see it rattling through it. Yeah, it's got me. Ooh. Ooh. 40? Just under 30 odd. Don't know, he do look like a, nah, he might be just under. He's over a 40, I think. Unfortunately, my friend. Let's get this drift going right. The wind is really playing havoc with our drifting line. I have got one of them things in my tackle box, Rob.
Have you, mate? I might need it.
What Ed uses, but he make it look easy.
Yeah, sorry.
Beautiful.
It was only on there by a bit of skin, but it was right at the back of the throat, so.
Skin flute.
Yeah.
We name this.
Hang on.
We name this one.
This one's in dedication of a good friend of mine. I know he will be watching this video, and he will love this. This one goes out to my good mate Skin Flute, aka Michael Salem.
Suffolk.
The Suffolk swimming hat. There you go, Salem. That one's for you. We'll come out and catch some of these soon, probably off the beach.
Yeah.
And it is.
Under. I did say under.
38, 39.
Bye. Goodbye.
Well, we're just going to pick up our mate Ed. He's going to meet us at Shotley. He wants to come out for a few hours. We've got some bait. And there's some sort of festival.
There's boats everywhere.
And there is so many boats. I've never seen so many boats in the river. Let's have a look.
This is messing up our fishing.
Well, there's some serious boats about today. We're getting chased by this guy. All these guys with their flags on. They're all part of the festival.
Yeah, that's why that boat had their flags on.
Yeah. Ah, look at all these. Oh God. Some guy, that is a Quicksilver. Looks like they've been doing a bit of lure fishing by the looks of things. Yeah, he's going to be doing a bit of weaving through there.
Yeah, he's going to give me my weight now.
Right, we're going to cut this off and go into the harbour.
We're now going to head into Shotley sort of ferry jetty to go and pick up Mr. Eduardo. I'm pretty sure Rob's already said. So, and he's shown you all of that festival thing, so I'll ask Ed when we get out there to see what the hell it is. But hopefully he'll be waiting for us on there, so we'll go and grab it.
Right, we're getting closer to the harbour, and we've got to have a massive shout out to the RNLI.
Yeah,
let's give her a big shout out. Let me flip this round and have a look.
This one definitely needs a shout out.
You know, hopefully you never ever have to deal with them. But if you do, they know their stuff and they will put their life on the line to rescue yours.
We're now going to go pick up a little bottom feeder, see if he wants to go and do the little bass challenge.
Yeah, the old stingray dog. See if we can find a stingray feeder dog. Right, we're now coming up the Shotley Marina, Suffolk. We're gonna go and see if we can find someone to do the bass challenge. We're gonna take him up the stour. We're gonna ask him where they want to go, and we're gonna give him 30 minutes to catch themselves a bass, or they're swimming back to shore. I think we might have got ourselves a bottom feeding stingray dog. Let's have a little look.
We're here, mate.
He's even got himself a rod. We said no rods, but we got a rod.
You on?
No.
He is now.
There is so many boats.
Yeah.
Well, we have picked up Mr. Edward. He's decided to come and join the party.
Yes.
Mr. Edward turned up and he's rolled out. He just had a knock straight away. He's getting excited here. Fish on! On his £25, we are really going for the lightest rods we could ever go with. And now Ed's brought his daughter's rod.
That's the way they do it.
Ed's brought his daughter's rod to catch. Oh, we're on! Oh, we're on! We're on! Hey!
I don't know what's happening. I'm in the weed, I think.
Nah, there'll be a fish.
Oh, we're together here. Where are we?
Together and togetherness.
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
Look at him go.
Look at him go!
Screaming across
Oh,
there.
here we go! This is it. This is one of them days. Ed has now just joined us.
I'm screaming up there.
Swimming against the tide.
Where's that net, old boy? Oh, hello, sir.
Need that net, do you?
Dunno.
No, you can't do it just because it's your first. We've been lifting in 40s. But that's good. Don't lift
Out.
got a net.
I'll just get him like that, Ed. Look, there you go, mate. There you go.
You on the fish, mate?
You're right. You got him.
We bring you here and put you on the fish.
That's it, boys.
Right, let's see what Gav's doing. Gav, you alright there, mate? Do you need anything?
There's a little bit shout out to
Gav's got a nice one by the looks of it. You want me to
your
net that one?
I just want to shout out to your shirts.
Oh, shout out to your shirts.
Yeah, they're the ones that made my gear.
Cheapskate.
That's
They
a good
done yours
fish,
as
man.
well,
Yeah, they're good at that.
That
They'll
is a good fish.
do whatever you need.
Yeah, we've got another decent one here.
Oh, come. Hang on, let me get in front of you.
Cool, yours is better than mine.
I'll do it like this, Gav. Look, just drop back. Oh,
Hold on. I'll let him come in here.
yeah, you can drop me swam.
Ready?
Yeah, you got it.
Look at that for a fish.
There we go.
I'm
Look,
going to send this one back.
couple of
We're
bass.
sending them all back, I think, at the minute. But
Yeah,
well,
you'll get some decent ones.
that's the first drift, Eduardo.
All right, let's have a look at Ed's. Look, let's zoom out a little
Not
bit.
too bad.
Nice start.
Keep
Nice
holding
Not
start.
bad for a first little one.
Keep holding it, because I'll
What are we looking at? That's a 44.
And Gav's got a nice one. That's got to be getting on for a 50, I reckon.
So again.
If you don't keep that, I will.
Oh, you want one? Yeah, no, Ed, you've just done.
I don't want this one.
No, let this
Put
one
that one
go.
back.
This
That's
one's
a
going.
44. That is a keeper, but it's a skinny little fish.
Yeah.
So that's going home.
Lovely.
We're on a 50 again. Another 50
Go on.
centimetre. That seems to be
Another
the average.
50.
Nice bit of meat on that one, isn't there?
Beautiful.
So
them ones.
basically, this is, I've had my 50, so Ed's just turned up aboard. He's just said he wants to take one home, so he can have that one. Take going to his missus again, because he hit the last one.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Lovely jubbly.
Happy days.
Adios.
Good fishing, boys.
Here we go.
It's all about swimming over towards you and come on. It's come on,
It's still there,
that's a
mate.
little, and that's what that is. But
It's a fish.
I weren't confident on all them other drifts.
In line with
That's
them
not
trees.
Ellen.
Well, it is to what we've been catching today. Well, it's actually quite heavy, actually, but
it's a nice one, mate. That's the way to get them off. Shall we have a little look on the measuring stick just to see what the score is?
Flared up.
38's my bet.
You reckon I'm going to go a bit bigger than that? I reckon that's about 40, 41, that one.
41. No, it's not that big.
I bet you it fucking is, mate.
No, it is, yeah, 41.
I win.
41 of the match, that would win.
Yep, lovely, jubbly. Nice one, go. Nice to see one.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see one at last.
That was that drift. I tell you, I weren't happy where we were.
Right in the right spot.
Now I'm happy. Ed is in. See, this is it. The confidence goes on the drift, and I'm more confident in the line that we've got now. Yeah, but I tell you, they give you the best fight. Your daughter's rod is doing us justice.
Look at that.
That is definitely. I don't know. You might have won the smallest one of the day, actually.
That's close.
That is close. Well done. That's it.
I'm going to need some sort of
unhooking device.
yeah.
I've got one of the bars that you like. Would that work?
Found the hook. Got to get that eye out of the corner of its mouth, really. There you go.
Oh, well done. There you go. You do make that look very easy, Edward.
Like a lightning.
You do. And there we have the Sir David Attenborough boat, as Ed has just let us know, which is an explorer boat. It's got loads of little boats on the side. You're not going to be able to see it on the camera, but it's a pretty cool machine.
I think it's an icebreaker as well. If you look at the bow
Right.
configuration, like how blunt it is. When you look at it, it's made to go through icebergs. So it's like Arctic Explorer.
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert, nerd alert. Sorry for knowing stuff.
Sorry for knowing stuff. No, that's pretty cool. Knowledge is key. History lesson with Ed. What are we at, Ed? Where have we sat now?
Well, now, gentlemen, we're sat at Shotley Pier, where historically it's stretched out to about 10.5, 11 metres. And here we have an old iron crane made up possibly in the late 1800s. You see the rack and pinion method of bringing the gear ratio back so that you can use a little bit of power for a lot of torque. And then underneath
It seems like it's a 4-gear system there. 5-gear system.
and then we have the counterbalance underneath the pier, which really allows the heavy weight and the mass to be brought up by the crane. It's absolutely fantastic.
Seems like he wants to be on the David Attenborough boat.
You're on the wrong boat, mate!
Well, that's our day done. We ended up trying, well, several little different things, but ideally the drifting was the one that was working to start with. Unfortunately, it sort of went, the wind sort of changed, we got a bit worse. But a minute, Ed has now skipped my boat. I'm going to flip this around. Ed took control. I think he got withdrawal symptoms from the Alaska. He's took control of that.
I miss the old girl. I miss how she flicks around.
But yeah, we had a good little session. They come out. Unfortunately, like I said, the fishing went a little bit downhill when they come out, but he did hook into straight away into like a 46, so that was good. So we had a good little session, and that's it really.
Can't grunt more of that.
Nah, it was a little last minute thing. We picked him up. It was good. So the drifting worked. So yeah, until next time.
A bit earlier.
Nah, but I mean, yeah, we worked well. It worked out quite good.
It was better earlier on in the day.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we seem to. It's a way of learning, really. I haven't done much drifting. Ed's been more at the drifting side of it. I checked out his videos on YouTube. That was one of the things he got the drifting worked out last year. So it's a definite. What's this? Has he gone all shy?
No, Bill's you were saying I got a big head.
No, but you did. You did some drifting last year, and you watched people's videos, and it worked out quite well. He did really well last year. So it's yeah, you know, working out different ways. I ain't done much drifting, so but it worked out really well. We had it going. Me and Rob had it going really good. We had a nice little drift, and it was the same point every time where we were getting decent fish. So yeah, that's something worth trying. But until next time, we shall see you soon.